Hey everybody, Jason Bermas here, and we're going to start this with some breaking news. And I'm not sure if this is verified, but this looks like the real deal, and it's very, very upsetting because I would be there right now if this is indeed happening. Okay, we're going to get to Biden, multi-rocket launchers, Zombie J in general, not knowing even what he's saying, forget about actually creating policy. But the thing is that today, I basically put out a memory of 10 years to the day that I was in Chantilly, Virginia for Bilderberg with Dan Dix of Press for Truth. And I've been looking up, as you know, sometimes live on the broadcast, when is the Bilderberg meeting going to take place? Okay, and you go to their website, and 2019 is all you get. Home, it doesn't tell you when the here it is, June 2nd to the 5th. June 2nd to the 5th. It starts today. They put it on their website today. Breaking news. Okay, let's read the press release. Geopolitical reassignments. NATO challenges. China. They literally waited until it came out there. Disinformation. Disruption of the global financial system. Post-pandemic health. Energy security and sustainability. Fragmentation of democratic societies. Trade and deglobalization, Ukraine. Okay, Russia, China, Ukraine, NATO challenges, it's all here. And it's in D.C., apparently. Okay, as these people are attending. So it has started today, and that just it changes the whole spectrum, really, in a lot of ways. Because, I was going to play, and I probably still will, this news piece, because basically we're poking the bear as much as possible in this conflict with Russia that could lead to World War III. Okay? So I need to, edit the lead on this. Breaking Bilderberg meeting now. I can't, this sucks, man, because I would be there, but I can't just pick up and go right now. It's a 14-hour drive. Man, I'm really upset. Again, I was asking everywhere. No one could give me the information. And here we go. So it has begun. Bilderberg has begun. And there it is. It's on. So let's start talking. Let's start talking about where we were going with this. All right. Basically, State TV over in Russia said the red line would be supplying Ukraine with multi-level rockets. Okay. I think it's multi-level. I don't want to butcher it because I'm not a military guy. But basically, stuff we had in the 80s, the Russians had even before us. And they said that if you had long-range rocket systems, okay, that's it. If they can go into Russia and attack Russia, and even Biden, okay, said we're not doing that. Let's Zombie J knew enough to say no.
We're not going to send Ukraine rocket systems that can strike into Russia.
So he says that, and even people like Kissinger, okay, Kissinger are warning. And Kissinger's Mr. Bilderberg. In fact, is he on the list? Can we get a list of participants? I guess I got to go back to that website right there. And let's see if we can get the list of participants. Participants are right here. Is Kissinger on there? Yes, he is. Henry's there. Think about that. Henry Kissinger, one of the real people. Man, we're going to have to do a whole video on just all the attendees. Boy, these bastards. I'm so upset. So here it is. Breaking news. Bilderberg meeting in D.C. from the 2nd to the 5th. Right now. They held this one. Man, James H. Baker. They held this one close to their chest. Nobody in the States got this information. My goodness. And listen, to Kissinger's credit, maybe he just doesn't want to be on the absolute wrong side of history. And he's getting attacked for it, by the Atlantic and others. Okay? Is like, hey, just stop it. Give him the land. Do it. No. Memo to Henry Kissinger. Appeasing Putin means enabling genocide. That's the Atlantic Council. And it's funny because, as you can see here, the Atlantic Council is going to be there. So is this a facade? right? Is this a facade? Sure seems like it might be. I mean, I'm kind of blown away. I'm taken aback, because the bottom line is, if we keep pushing, poking the bear and pushing and pushing and pushing, what these guys really have in store for us is bad news brown. All right, they say that they can, nuke every NATO nation, every single one, in half an hour. That's the head of the space agency. We talk about the weaponization of space here. Why? Because it happened, and it matters, and it's real. And when we're talking about actual DARPA tech, okay, you have to understand, they have hypersonic weapons we don't know about. They are now moving forward with nuclear-powered spacecraft. When they tell you that, they've probably already been utilizing the technology. Now they're going to widen it. You understand? All right? Have we crossed the line? I don't know. Why don't we give them drones that can rain down Hellfire missiles? Wow. Well, that's another escalation just today. So are we crossing that line? Can those reach into Russia? When is enough enough? We've already talked about Elon Musk, Starlink, Blackjack, and the fact that Musk himself, right, is challenging Putin into combat scenarios, right? Into combat scenarios, while they're utilizing it for drone strikes that aren't the Hellfire missiles, but the Ghosts and the Sidewinders. Wow. Wow. I mean, and again, breaking news, Bilderberg happening right now. Right now in D.C. I'm bummed, man. I'm bummed that I'm not going to. I think this year would be the year that we could have broken it open. Alex, if you're listening, someone needs to get down there immediately. This is it. So, look, this is how the media is not even alarmed, all right? This is how the media is portraying it. Not space weapons and hypersonic weapons. Look, if Russia decides enough is enough and starts attacking westernized nations, including this one, not just in Europe, forget about it. All bets are off.
It has a boring name, but it is a fascinating piece of equipment. It is called an MRL. It is short for a multiple rocket launcher. And as you probably guessed, and as the name suggests, it is a type of weaponry that will spit out multiple rockets in a single go. And it sounds pretty basic now, but it really did revolutionize warfare when the Soviet Union first trotted them out during World War II. The American version came off the line in the 1980s, much later than the Russians, and it is still an important part of the American military arsenal till this day. It has 2 launchers that can hold up to 6 rockets each. They can all be fired in under a minute, and with just a 3-person crew, hitting targets close to 200 miles away makes it a very effective and efficient weapon. And there is a kind of compact version of the MRL as well, because this machine is smaller, it is lighter, it is much easier to move around on a battlefield. And the company that makes it says that it is a perfect for what they call shoot and scoot. And you can fire, relocate, reload, and fire again. You can do all of this in just a few minutes. And it is easy to see why this kind of rocket launcher is such a high-value weapon on any battlefield. The cabins are armored, so they offer some level of protection for the troops that are inside of them. They have a long range, as I mentioned, so you do not have to engage too close with the enemy. You don't have to get to the front lines.
And again, notice he's just like, hey, this is great. Let's give it to him. No questions asked. All right? So, look, guys, I'm a little flustered. I'm a little more than upset. Literally 2 minutes before I was about to do this broadcast, I got this tip. And we now know, again, Bilderberg meeting right now in D.C. I'm extremely upset because I would have made my plans around it. And here are the participants. They're all in your face right here. Let's see if our good friend Peter Thiel's there. Oh, there he is. Our good, of course. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, it's Peter Thiel. The best. Numero uno. Oh, my goodness, guys. So, look, I'm going to regroup. There's Eric Schmidt. Oh, our buddy Eric's there again. No, they're just on the steering committee. Just there every year. No big deal. Huh? Just, co-founders of Time Magazine and prime ministers, right? Yeah, no big deal. No media coverage at all. at all. So I'm gonna make some texts and phone calls, and I'm probably gonna regroup, and I'm probably gonna do a live broadcast, maybe even a call-in broadcast for everybody, Bilderberg style tonight. Bilderberg, 2012 or 2012, 10 years ago, 2022 in DC right now. If you can go cover it, now's the time. Get there. With that being said, guys, you want to support me? This is how you do it. You spread the information. We're on YouTube, but they censor me constantly. We're over on Rockfin. That's a great way to support me. We're over on Podbean, audio format, RSS feeds, as well as video format. We're rumbling. We're rumbling live right now. And I want to thank the person that gave me so much coffee today. We might actually have them on the broadcast. That, you know, it makes the rumbling worthwhile. But you want to support the broadcast, that's a great way to do it. The Buy Me a Coffee link is down below. All the documentary films are free. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, if you want to learn about 9/11. But if you're wondering about the Bilderberg Group, Shade the Motion Picture opens up right now. You go over to the Rockfin, it's right on the top. Right on the top. It's also available over on Rumble, right there. Shade the Motion Picture, going to explain at the very beginning what the Bilderberg Group is, why it matters. So, again, they're meeting right now in D.C. Incredible. It's not about left or right. It's about right and wrong, guys. And that's why both sides of the spectrum are there right now. I love you, and I'll see you on the flip.